Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. We fight our country's battles in the air, on land and sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep
On this episode of Cigars and Sea Stories, Bennett and Mike are sitting down to talk about the holidays. Just, you know, like in general, the holidays. I mean, it just, when you're overseas, it sucks. So that's the number one point that I'd like to make. You know, just kind of think about it. You know, if you spent maybe the holiday season overseas at some point in time, deployed, you know, kind of ponder that existence. Which I like to...
The one thing I want to put forward about that, though, is it's never quite what you want it to be.
Ooh, that's deep, bro.
So, yeah, you're sucking wind and you're in Fallujah or Ramadi or, you know, somewhere in Helmand or Bosnia or Egypt or freaking, you know, on a boat, you know, out in the Med or in the Pacific or something. And you have this idealistic idea, you know, God, I wish I was with my family and blah, blah, blah. But then, like, the next Christmas when you're actually home, you're kind of like, yeah, this is nice. But it might
oh my God, it happens to all of us.
Well, I mean, not be right. So it never, well, it might, you know, I can't say there's a couple Christmases that I've had that it has, but more times than not, it doesn't quite reach the idealistic idea that you had of feeling sorry for yourself on Christmas while you were deployed to Fallujah or Ramadi.
That's so well put.
You know what I'm saying? It's true.
It's absolutely true. Because on Christmas, I went around sharing little trinket presents like Hot Wheels cars and extra, you know, shit like socks and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I used to like hand out candy canes and shit. Like I would go to the PX like in November and buy like 10 boxes of candy canes.
Yeah.
Right? Whenever we were deployed somewhere. Or I'd have my mom or somebody send them to me and I would just like hand them out.
See, that's cool.
Yeah. You know, I mean, it's like an acknowledgement, but let's go play some Madden football. Or watch, you know, Miracle on 34th Street or something. Or whatever. whatever the hell we're doing.
Oh my
God.
God.
You can watch Hellraiser.
That's
I don't
awesome
care.
as fuck.
You know?
Watch Hellraiser. Good nightmare.
Watch Hellraiser
Christmas.
on Christ's Mass.
Oh my God.
Mithra's birthday.
See,
I mean, I'm not some pagan or anything, but damn, they picked a really good day to have Christmas on. Good competitive day for the pagan folk. Yeah, we got to have a competing holiday. Let's put it on December 25th.
See, I look at it. So, like, I look at it from a solstice perspective, which might sound a little weird and out there, but December 21st.
It's because you're a witch. It's because you're a druid.
You know who's a witch? My wife, okay? And not in a bad way. It's just she's left-handed and from New England, so she would have been burned at the stake at some point in time.
Pretty much. Yeah.
You know?
By corn.
Right.
You heard that? You heard that? I'll tell that story when you're done.
Well, yeah, it's just... So through the phases of the seasons, the 21st being the shortest day of the year, and this time frame being the coldest, and so you make it technically the coldest, right? You make it through that gap, so to speak, and then you're essentially, okay, now we're moving back into the warmer months. You know, kind of like that. You know, even though January still sucks and February still sucks, but it's like, all right, you've made it through the worst part. And then, you know, the earth, or at least that side, starts heating up. So But I look at it from that solstice perspective, not even through like a date perspective. It's kind of like, oh man, anybody who's ever stood post when it's just crazy freaking cold outside knows exactly what I'm talking about. Or hunters, where you go out and it's right before dawn. You sit down, or if you're on post, you've been standing around for like 4 fucking hours. And it's right before dawn and it's just bitter fucking cold. Because it's the darkest for the longest period of time without any sunlight. And you are freezing. And then that sun peeks through and bing. Anyway.
So what is the winter solstice this year? Is it the 21st?
Yeah. Pretty sure that's every year, buddy.
It's not well, I mean, it's usually between, well, no, they, from what I remember, and I should look it up. In the northern hemisphere, it can be anywhere between December 24th and the 23rd. And the summer solstice, or for the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere. Are you kidding me right now? Can you hear that?
No.
All right, good. Thank God. This is my phone ringing. Because why wouldn't somebody call while we were recording Cigars and Sea Stories? That's what always happens.
And it always happens because it's like, oh, I'm going to get in touch with those guys. And it's like, man, we're going to be hanging out.
And then in the southern hemisphere, it's always June 20th through the 22nd, or June 20th or 21st, which is the summer solstice up here. But from what I understand is you have that it does waver from year to year, but whatever.
But I mean, the holidays revolve around the turning of the seasons and all of these other different things. So I just look at it from that perspective rather than from like, we've kind of gone, I'm a fucking capitalist. You know that. I really, want to make money and enjoy that fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, but my God, there's a lot of stuff that's just kind of real consumeristic, and you're like,
it's like, damn.
Well, it's cheesy. It's fucking cheesy is what it is.
I spent part of my day at the mall yesterday, and that was like basically like hell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that's a nightmare. That's a waking nightmare. Walking through the mall.
We have like one of the 5 biggest malls in the country in Syracuse, right?
No.
Which is fucking weird. But anyway. So, but sometimes you just have to go in.
The mall in the winter is like the fucking hot zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're going to get sick if you're in there.
Yep. Yeah.
Probably going to cough on somebody. See, you're sick right now. Oh my God.
I've been sick.
It's that time.
I've been sick forever. Dude, I can't shake this fucking
that's
cold.
What the holidays are. You know what it is? It's like the holidays for me now are like, all right, sweet kids opening presents. Aww. And then it's like, can I do business now? Can you leave me the fuck alone so that I can maybe write something, or I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's the doldrums. It's the doldrums.
Well, and what you'll find later in life once you're and your kids, at least the 2 that live with you, are the one and then the soon to be that are living with you.
Oh, dude, she looks like she's gonna pop.
Is that you won't get anything done from the few days before Christmas when they get off school.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Till after the new year. So you might as well just take vacation, because other than maybe the errant recording of Cigars and Sea Stories in that time, you're not going to get a whole lot done because kids are going to be home.
Right.
And they're going to be up your ass. Daddy, can you play with my new toy with me?
Oh, yeah.
And of course because we're good dads, we'll be like, well, yes, Liam, sure.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'll play with your rocket ship. I'm going to show you how to own that thing.
But you got to wait till they go back to school to get any real work done.
See, let me tell you what, I thank God for nap time.
It's true. See, you're still in nap timeville.
Right. So, I'm still in that phase. So I can
better
hit
knock on wood or some shit right now.
I really am. Is that
Yes?
Who was that?
Yes.
Who was that? Oh, that was
or one of those.
what? Yeah.
Or one of those.
Gotta love that. Subscribe, rate, and review the podcast now. Yeah. I mean, like, the holidays can be a time, obviously, for family, getting together, all of that other good stuff. That's fun. Like, the mushy things in life are, kind of cool and stuff.
Yeah.
But I enjoy nothing else about it. I don't know. I just...
I enjoy nothing else about it.
I'm not humbug about it. You know what I mean?
No, like,
It's
you'll
just-
play, but you're not going to organize shit.
No.
Like, I'm not the guy. I'm not that guy.
No.
Like, now, like, we'll go do, like, for me, we'll go do, like, well, I don't know. We'll see once we're in our new house, what kind of things that we'll do. But the freaking Christmas tree thing.
Oh, yeah.
So a few years ago when we lived in our house, we had a huge living room. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And
magnificent living room.
so we had this monster, and I'm trying to remember if we have pictures that we could put in the show notes, dude. We went out. We had like a 16-foot ceiling in this one in one part of our house, right? The big living room. And we got the bright idea to just buy this massive fucking Christmas tree that would go from floor to ceiling.
Like the
Right?
Griswolds would have.
Oh, dude. But it would actually fit, and I wouldn't have to like chop the top third of it off like that idiot.
Right.
So we went out and went to go chop down this. We went to go find a tree at a tree farm. Found it. Great. Perfect tree. But I had this idea that I wanted to find one that was really sparse on the back side so I could like shove it into the corner. Right. So it would kind of like fit into the corner perfectly and not like stick way out. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I still had to tie it off to the wall though. But anyway, we got it. It was 14 feet when we cut it. Or like 14 and a half feet when we cut it. Right. And once we got it into the stand and then got the angel on top, which I had to get on a gigantic freaking ladder to do. There was a couple death-defying acts doing lights and stuff on this tree as well. Where I probably like should have like hooked up like a rappelling harness off the side of the wall or something. But it literally, the angel's head touched the ceiling. It was perfect, right?
Yeah.
This tree was so massive. They wrapped it up at the place. When I got it, I had to drag it into the house. I don't even know how much it weighed, but it weighed a lot. So the wife and I got it into the house, got it into the stand, which we had to buy a special stand for it. Got it in the stand, and then when I tied it off to the wall and everything so it wouldn't tip over. You know what I mean? The whole thing. When I cut the string that had it bailed up, it was like, just imagine, dude. Ooh. It like knocked me down on the ground. I like went sprawling, and there was still like snow and shit in the limbs. So it immediately, the humidity in the house went up
so
like
fantastic.
6,000%. I thought I was in like French Guiana, dude.
Oh,
It got
my
so
God.
humid in the house. It was insanity. And this tree, the bottom limbs like bowed out to like the middle of the room.
Oh my God.
So you don't realize it doesn't look quite as big when it's outside as compared to when it's
But
inside.
it literally fills your entire living room.
Yeah, but let me tell you, dude, fucking epic. You could see it out because we had this big window in the front room too. People are like, "Is that a real tree?" And I'm like, "Yep." They're like, "How the hell did you get it in there?" So, all right. So we had Christmas. It was great. It was awesome. Epic tree. Blah blah blah. We can say that we did it. I'm never doing it again. But you can say that we did it. And then I'm like, well, how the hell am I going to get this tree out of here?
Oh, yeah, of course.
So I literally had to take the front window out. Like I had to pull the, luckily we had removable panes and all that. So this is it's like 4x8 window. I mean, it's big, right? It was kind of like it was like a bay window, but it had sliders in it. Yeah. So I could take the whole thing out. Then I had to cut the tree into like 4 pieces and push it out the window. It was freaking insanity, dude. It took me like half a day. No. So the shit you do for your kids and Christmas.
Oh, of course.
But that's a Christmas that like they're always still to this day. They're like, God, you remember that tree? Yes, I do. I do remember.
Bitch slapped me across my living room when I let loose the binder twine.
Yeah, it threw me. It literally threw me across the ring like a freaking like Hulk Hogan or something. Fantastic. Yeah, dude, see, funny shit.
That's the thing. That was the only thing that I truly missed when we were overseas was the smell of a Christmas tree. And just kind of that like warm air and the Christmas tree and kind of the coziness and stuff. And that was not happening in Iraq. No. And I had these like reindeer that were sent. And there were these 2 kind of spindly reindeer that were flexible and could move around. They were covered in stuffing and soft material. See if I've got pictures. But anytime I came back from patrol, one reindeer was sodomizing the other reindeer in a unique position. And it was,
oh my God.
And it was my buddy who likes, you know how your racks are kind of across the way from one another or whatever. I'm like, God damn it. God. Who's fucking with my reindeer?
Right? Stop fucking with my reindeer.
Oh, dude. And he'd always be like, it looks like they're fucking with each other, bro.
So,
dude, the guy had a Kama Sutra book. He had to. It was like 40,000 different positions of reindeer sex. It was adventurous. They were doing adventurous things, those reindeer. I'm just saying.
Oh, man.
It was dirty. It was not wholesome. It wasn't Christmas Story, I'll tell you that much. See, which is another thing. Stop with the Christmas Story marathon. I get it.
My God, I why does everyone love that movie?
One time, if you're gonna watch it, sit down, bear with it. One time. Same thing with Christmas Vacation. Frankly, I'm not ragging on them.
But damn,
do it. Done. It's always the same ones. It's Santa Claus. It's Elf. Right? You cotton-headed Ninny Muggins. Yeah, got that shit memorized.
There's some other ones, though. Like, the classic movies are the ones that I want to always watch.
I know. You ready for it? You ready? Here's one for you. Let's see if we can recognize it. Audience members. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. What do you think?
Pretty much, that's where you're from.
Is that...
that's where you're from. And you live there. Or at least you live in the alternate universe side of that.
Yeah.
In Pottersville.
And It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, because that's where you're from. You were raised there.
Oh my God.
Pottersville, because it is.
It is DuPont, a little creepy.
Pottersville.
That's why I got out of there. I voluntarily went to war.
Because it's the Illuminati run it.
They do. They do.
It's an Illuminati stronghold.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
I'm trying to think of some other fucking Christmas movie. See, that's the thing. Is they don't
It's a Wonderful Life. For people that don't get it. It's a Wonderful Life. Great movie.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? And if you say it's not, there might be something wrong with you. I'm just saying you might not be American.
You're on the spectrum.
Yeah, you might not be an American either. Just saying.
Now, if you say that with a mouthful of bacon,
then you get a pass.
right, there it is.
Yeah, especially a bacon wrapped donut.
There you go.
Something like that. Miracle on 34th Street. I always like that movie. Not every version of it, but the oldest version, the original version, and then the newer. There's one that's newer, like the 90s. That was a pretty good version of it as well.
You know what I'm really looking forward to? Because I haven't seen it. I don't know if it's out yet. The next Bad Santa.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Bad Santa 2 or Bad Santa or whatever.
I think it might be Badder Santa or next. It might be
Bad. But that was the uncut version. Because I've got Badder Santa in my movie collection, and it's a little bit raunchier.
Yeah, so maybe it's Bad Santa 2.
Which I never, they get to watch their wholesome family films. Why don't I get to watch Bad Santa? This is bullshit.
Right.
Which that movie gets me. Like, that movie's hilarious. At least in my opinion. It's one of the funnier films I've previewed.
And then I like the Christmas Carol, George C. Scott's version.
Oh my God.
Of the Christmas Carol.
So you like all the wholesome shit, don't you?
Well, I mean, I do.
What about
Nightmare Before Christmas? I do like Bad Santa.
Do you like that?
I like The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I like it, but it's not something where I'm like, we have to watch that.
No, me neither. I've watched it so many times I can't even count.
And
but that's because my oldest daughter was obsessed with it when she was a little younger. So we'd watch it in the middle of summer.
Oh God!
So it was pretty fun. But anyway, so that's always good too.
We should do a veteran Christmas kind of a thing where it's like a rose, such a clatter.
We have all those movies too. All the Santa Claus movies.
Oh yeah. Yep, those come out.
My kids like those too.
I'll tell you what I saw recently, which I thought was pretty good. There was that young Santa Claus where he's got to like save Christmas. I'll look it up.
Cartoon?
Yeah, it was cartoon.
Oh, wasn't his like brother treats it like a military organization or something?
Yes.
Arthur Saves Christmas or something like that.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That was pretty good.
Not bad. Now my wife
deployment movies.
My wife really likes Christmas music. Oh. I cannot stand it.
Oh man. You and I are in the same boat here.
Can't stand it. I turned on the radio yesterday in the car. We were coming back from a doctor's appointment. I popped it on.
Yeah.
So one of my daughters is like, "Can we have music?" Turns it on. It's because they have a radio station. Everyone has one of these radio stations that plays from Thanksgiving to Christmas, nothing but Christmas music.
Yes.
Round the clock, 24/7. Shoot me in the face, Christmas music. And oh my God, I just immediately get like nauseous.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. It's just a biological reaction that I have. I never liked Christmas music ever since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like they would like try to go like Christmas caroling. I'd be like, no, not singing, just not doing it. I don't know what the affliction is. I don't know why. I can't, like, I'll sit there and analyze it and I just don't. I just don't. That's why. That's the reason. I don't know why. I just don't.
My wife has a Carpenter's CD. Carpenter's Christmas Carol CD in the goddamn car. It's uncalled for. We don't listen to that together. The other day, so this is what was happening over the weekend, right? Because I was plopped down at the workstation doing some work, doing my thing on the weekend. Get my time. She's baking with the kid down in the kitchen. All of these aromas, cookies, She's got a candle lit down there. It smells like fucking Christmas. We've got the real tree down there, biggity bow. And, oh man, fucking Pinterest. She starts playing Christmas music and puts her cell phone in the jar, right, to amplify it.
Right.
And so it's that and a Christmas, I think it was Mickey's Christmas with Scrooge McDuck.
Right.
Bah Humbug and all of this other shit playing in the background with Christmas music. Yeah. The fucking... I locked the door and ensconced myself.
Jesus.
Every once in a while, you just gotta shut that shit off. You're like, oh, whew. All right.
Like they literally would just play it forever.
Hours.
Like it would never
They would
stop,
live
and I'm
amongst
just like,
it. They would live
God.
amongst it. That would be their eternity. It's a waking nightmare. Dude, there's
Can't
a
do it.
place in Frankenmuth, Michigan called Bronner's. And look this up, America. You'll be amazed. Bronner's, year-round, 24 hours, not 24 hours a day. They have hours. They have store hours. But it's always Christmas. And it is the largest Christmas store, I think, in the world. But it is massive. And it is all Christmas. All the time. All the time. Like, literally. The whole building, when you walk in, it's Christmas music. And there's a train going around up high. Right? And there's this is June. It's year round. And you're just like, like, yeah.
It's scary.
It makes my skin crawl when I walk in there. So, I mean, if you love fucking Christmas or whatever, hop in. But it is, dude, the carpet is green with like little, oh man, it is full blown Christmas. That's it. Floor to ceiling. And it's massive. And it's...
So I think what we need to do, Michael, here's what we need to do. And I'm sure that there's plenty of fans listening and folks that would participate. I think we need to bring back Yule.
What's Yule?
Dude, it's basically the hunt that the Germanic and Norse people used to do in Christmas time, like this time frame, to the god Odin.
I'm listening.
You know what I'm saying? So they used to go on a hunt. And so there was like Yule boars and things like that. So he used to go like on a big boar hunt or something like that, But he could do any, insert any animal to hunt other than like humans.
Right. By the
We
way,
don't want to do that.
Yes, I was thinking about doing a veteran nonprofit where it's a hog hunting club. We take our fill of the meat and then we give the rest over to refugee camps. So this fits that mold.
Yeah.
That could be our Christmas.
Refugee camps. You're not very nice.
What? They don't want our food?
No, they obviously don't want wild boar.
Why not?
You know why. Go back about 4 episodes.
They don't want our food? The veterans would like to donate this to a refugee camp.
Could you imagine?
And this is our Christmas hunt.
And there you have it.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not a pagan or anything. I just think it would be cool to, that's a lot of family tradition, though. A lot of people do that.
Going to hunt.
They'll go hunt. Not on Christmas or anything, but a lot of people go on Thanksgiving, especially.
Oh, absolutely. But, that's what we do.
So it's a European folk, goes all the way back to the back in the days.
Oh yeah.
And there's still a lot of societies that do it. So.
Oh, absolutely.
That would be maybe we need to bring back that Yule hunting trip. It
Yeah,
kind of goes hand in hand with the Warrior Hall. Now that I think about it,
it would have to be like on foot with the 35. Just lever guns in general. Probably put 100-yard dispersion. Maybe run dogs in between us. So we're moving. We're walking.
right?
And get the hogs stirred up. It depends. It depends on how we want to do it. Maybe
I mean,
close the sheet.
The Germans are really the big ones with the boars because there's wild boar all over Germany, or at least there used to be.
Yeah.
So that's where that really comes from.
See, now I want to go hog hunting. You just gave me a great idea. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
man.
exactly what I'm going to do.
And the Swedes used to do it too, to an extent.
Jawohl.
So, yeah.
See,
in
that's
Austria.
what I was
They all
thinking.
they all had their Christmas hams,
If there are guys, which I know that there are guys downrange right now, I mean, that's the ultimate hunting trip on Christmas.
Now, the other thing that they used to have was the goat, the Yule goat, because old school, like folk
Yeah.
depictions of Father Christmas, he actually rode a goat.
Oh, nice.
So, and that's in most Scandinavian countries.
So now we go. See, I will eat goat again, probably, but it's not real high, not real. It's not real up there on my list.
Not real high on the list.
Not real. Like we did whatever we could to not eat MREs in any way. And so we would try to get like goat, dodai, palau, cheesy fries, cheesy potatoes, whatever you want to call them. They're thin sliced potato discs that have been deep fried and smothered in cheese that's all melty and everything else. And it's so good. It really is just so good. So that with what the hell is that? Hot Tapatio.
Oh yeah.
Oh, banging. That right
I'll tell
there.
you
That's breakfast. That's breakfast.
Some Middle Eastern meat dish that is out of this world is freaking oh shit, how do you say it? Shawarma.
Yes. Yeah.
Holy hell, man. Usually
Shawarma,
it's beef and lamb.
well, shawarma and Iraqi kebabs are pretty similar.
Yeah, man.
Because we were having, I don't know if it was on Christmas or in and around Christmas, we had one of those like OP style meals where we went out. We were sitting held firm because we were in advanced position.
Yeah.
And I mean, we had so much ass in this building, it was insane. Like we had a whole platoon, like, we, we gave away our position to the enemy or whatever. Like, so the fuck what? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I think we had 35 Marines in one compound. It was magnificent. We were everywhere. And so, we were just eating, they were doing like a little sure inside. We were eating in the compound and they made, kebabs and shared it with us. And it was that, cucumber sauce that they put on and stuff, and fresh cucumber. Yeah.
Well, it's like tzatziki, yeah.
And like salt and goat cheese, which is so salty, it's insane.
So salty.
But
you have to have a water chaser every bite you take.
Oh yeah. Well, what I would do in the mornings on the second deployment, because we lived out at an OP, so like I would take some of that pita bread, slice it in half, put in the sausage or that the goat, kebab, put in marmalade, a little bit of that cream sauce, a slice of the cheese real thin, sandwich it together and put it next to an MRE heater and melt that. And it was just so banging.
Banging.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Gotta
I like
do
that
that
shit.
voodoo.
I like all that food. That whole Mediterranean basin,
Yeah.
Middle Eastern side, Turkish, Israeli, Palestinian, Syrian, Lebanese food. I like that whole shit, man.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Anywho, so
Some people hate it. Some people hate it. I love it. Damn.
if you've got buddies who are downrange, which we all do, Merry Christmas. My hat's off.
Mine too.
Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Come on home safe.
Stand on the wall.
There it is.
Say hi.
Folks, if you haven't already done so, subscribe, rate, review the podcast, and share with everybody.
Everyone.
Yeah, like even your aunt. Be like, hey, you want to hear some funny but kind of like vulgar sea stories? Like, you should check this out. And then they click play. So, if you guys want to partner up, if you're business owners, doing your thing, fellow veterans, entrepreneurs, get in touch with us. We're a collaborative bunch. That's what we like to do. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Cigars and Sea Stories. Bennett, you got anything for these poor people?
Merry Christ's Mass. And have a happy new year.
Yeah, happy holidays. Enjoy.
I don't play the holidays. Ramahana Kwanzmas. Happy Ramahana Kwanzmas.
Happy holidays. Happy. And on that note, we cue the music.